What's going on, dope shit gang? It's your boy Darrnell back to another video, and today we back here on ViniiTube, best anime fights of spring 2022. Now, this is once again one of the videos I like to use to see what kind of anime I want to watch. You know, notwithstanding One Piece, because it do be looking good. I ain't gonna lie, especially what it look like now. But I feel like just too much time is gonna. I wasn't interested at the beginning because of how it just wasn't. I think I was just too into Naruto. I just didn't branch off into One Piece. And then I see where it's at now, and I'm like, yo, this look hard as hell. But then I see all that backlog, and I'm like, But ViniiTube be doing good shit, man. And then there might be some other anime we should peep. So we gonna get into this. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, follow me on all that there social media. We here without any further ado. 3, 2, 1, click. It's hot, boy, sweating. I don't know what to tell you. You just had a hype reaction earlier. That flying dragon. You throwing a dragon at a dragon? You think they gonna cancel out?
Spring 2022 is over, and there's one thing I noticed about the season. Not exactly a late realization, but something that didn't come up immediately. This season, albeit strong, features a lot of rom-coms, comedies, and mystery shows. Check out the top shows in the seasonal charts, the ones that everyone's talking about. We have expected hits like Spy Family, Kaguya, and Shikimori, as well.
Yeah, Spy Family been going crazy in the community. I gotta watch that. Spy Family been going crazy.
Everyone's talking about. We have expected hits like Spy Family, Kaguya, and Shikimori, as well as unexpected sleeper hits like Kong Ming. Overall, not a lot of action anime, and even perennial favorite Shield Hero seems to have its first season momentum staggered. But what about my seasonal fights videos? Sure, Spy Family has some action, but you know that's not what we're here to talk about, right? Well, don't even worry. Even in this season that doesn't seem to have a lot of fighting, I managed to find some battles that will get your heart racing and that adrenaline flowing. So let's get to it. The top 10 fights of the spring 2022 season. Here we go. How about a chill fight to start the list? Here's Ark versus Basilisk. Skeleton Knight in Another World may not have become a mainstream hit this season, but it's a refreshing change of pace.
Okay, so these, you know what? I actually would like this a little better. You know, he's going off the beaten path, probably bringing to light some really dope things that people may not have seen yet because it's not on the mainstream of anime as far as what's actually popping, what has a lot more people's attention. So this, okay, all right, okay.
In Another World may not have become a mainstream hit this season, but it's a refreshing change of pace. People have jokingly called it the light mode Ainz show, and it's easy to see why.
Yeah. Okay.
To easily establish the contrast of this show from other serious power fantasy isekais, we have this early fight against the Basilisk. If you were to ask me, I like how the fight maintained the air of tension despite there being a light-hearted backdrop to it. Whereas most isekai heroes would have dispatched this random monster in a showcase of power, Ark struggles a bit against it. Fumbles would be a better word for it, I suppose, as there's really that aura of awkwardness beyond the display of wits and bravery. This fight does what it needs to do. Establish Skeleton Knight in Another World's overall tone and appeal as a more wholesome and light-hearted isekai adventure.
Okay.
If you're up for a more serious...
So for that anime, as far as if I see it at a 10, based on what I have seen now, probably give it a 3. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to do with how ViniiTube explained it, just from what I've seen, what was shown. You know what I'm saying? It seemed lighthearted. You know, I like little darker, a little faster pace. You know what I'm saying? But so I can see how these anime may not have cut the mold, but we're gonna see as it progresses.
Adventure in Fantasyland. Here's I'm Quitting Heroing.
I'm quitting heroing. Okay. How that dirt taste though? Cause that was nothing but your face. Alright, let's go.
I'm not gonna lie, before the season started, I'm Quitting Heroing wasn't on my watch list. However, upon taking another look at the charts and the premises of each show, I decided to give it a shot in the end. It's got an interesting and unique gimmick to separate itself from the rest of the pack, and so far, I'm liking what it's been doing with the age-old question, what happens to the hero after he's won? It's also got some...
Oh, okay. That's it. I will say that is an interesting concept. What happens to the hero after he's won? Like, after everything you see, after the big battle, whatever, now what's happening? You know what I'm saying? I think it's implied that it's a happy ever after, whatever. Doesn't there's nothing more to show. But, like, okay, alright.
Some great fights that the season sorely needed, such as Leo fighting the 4 generals. Bro really pulled the Eren card for the big twist as the anime heads towards the end of its run. And
I said, homie hit the big Eren card, so we had the protagonist shift on some antagonist stuff, because Eren did it in spectacular fashion. Does this stack up now? Does this stack? Don't nobody hit protagonist to antagonist like Eren. Eren done he hold the crown for that, because that was he went all the way different. So alright, we move.
4 generals. Bro really pulled the Eren card for the big twist as the anime heads towards the end of its run, and it's here that we get a more direct proof of how powerful hero Leo really is. He goads them into battle, one that he knows very well that he can win without breaking a sweat. In the 4 against 1 fight, he easily shrugs off everything the generals can throw at him, all while responding in kind. The reversal of role plays into the fight so well, with how much he's gloating and brushing off everyone else. Leo really has that villain role practiced to perfection, don't you think?
Yo, you know what? Was that
Battle
it?
versus the Spirit.
Alright. So for that last one, I will give that on concept alone. On concept alone, though, I'll probably give that like a 7. That one like a 7. I was really liking how it was. Like, it seemed like dude just got curious. You know what I'm saying? He's like, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all the only ones around left to... fucking nigga, run my fade then. Alright. Battle versus the Spirit Tortoise. What? That shit looked like it comes straight out of Avatar. The Last Airbender. Remember the big ass lion turtles? Alright, let's go.
The battle versus the Spirit Tortoise is still pretty good.
It's a big ass tortoise, yo.
I said still pretty good because, honestly speaking, there's quite some changed content in this fight that could have made it better. Shield Hero's second season is still something that I did have fun with. Unfortunately, I guess it's about time for it to get hit with the classic light novel adaptation disease of cut or modified content. Guess that's why the series seems to have fallen off since the glory days of, well, just a few years ago. Still, the Spirit Tortoise fight is exciting and enjoyable as its own anime segment. The voice acting, the production size of it, like the visuals and music, are all on par for what you'd want, and they really did play up the threat of this big boss by showing its power and how it and the monsters mowed down armies at the end. We also get some cool new skills from Raftalia and the gang, but it just needed more build up. It's a good fight, but I really hope you can check out the manga or the novels for this one. The anime does try its best, but I feel there's still just something lost in terms of the sheer magnitude of the fight. Still, if you're up for some intense action that will get you hyped in the same way boss raids do, then this is a nice representation of that.
Boss raids do. Okay, alright. Oh, well, they got it. They got it, though. Probably get that one like 2 to 3. It looked interesting, but not exactly what I'd be looking for in an anime. Vampire in the what now?
Versus
Vampire in the Garden. Fine versus Kubo. I would have said fine if I had not heard him say Fine, but we move.
Kubo is a simple fight that's enjoyable.
What the Final Fantasy fornication is that?
Versus Kubo is a simple fight that's enjoyable.
That's a vampire. They definitely ain't no guardian. And why it looked like that? It looked like a mutated bunny rabbit. I'ma keep it a buck with you. That is a mutated bunny rabbit. And if it is portrayed to be a vampire, they are lying to you. That's a bunny. That is a Snow White bunny that has been mutated. That's ears have replaced its eyes because them's ain't horns. All right, we move. That's a bunny. Okay.
I didn't expect Vampire in the Garden to be a fight-heavy series, but in the small number of episodes we had, the show still gave us an enjoyable battle between Fine and Kubo. The two already had a fight early on, but it's nothing compared to the spectacle and the decisiveness of this last one.
Oh, so that's her. She drink that and becomes something else. You know what? The animation looks pretty dope, and it actually it looks pretty interesting. Looks like it'd be a dope concept. I fuck with vampire shit, like when it's done right. So okay.
Fight early on, but it's nothing compared to the
like Helsing, stupid. I loved it.
Spectacle and the decisiveness of this last one. I like the fight because it's not just a battle between two combatants. Instead, it's a clash of ideals, just as good fights must be. The two represent two opposing values and worldviews. Coexistence or hatred, only one can triumph in the end. This second fight
Okay, coexistence. That is definitely an age-old thing. So I like that it picks up on that. You know what I mean? This is. It looks good. It looks like the fights are cool, but it also, like I said, looks like it sounds from how it's being explained like it's got a good story.
The smoothness and the fluidity of the first Vinii versus Kubo fight, but now adds so much to the stakes, being the climax that we all needed. It also had no shortage of drama and tension thanks to Vinii's vampiric nature manifesting. The Netflix release,
AKA Demon Bunny Rabbit. That's what that means, Demon Bunny Rabbit.
This model is a true killer for an anime's lifespan in the community consciousness. Just look at the Stone Ocean and Summertime render. Still, I implore you to watch.
Okay, so they tell he's actually not feeling the animation. Does that person really get ripped in half? If so, then I may have to check this out.
Vampiric nature manifesting. The Netflix release model is a true killer for an anime's lifespan in the community
a true killer in the anime's lifespan, damn.
Consciousness. Just look at the Stone Ocean and Summertime render. Still, I implore you to watch Vampire in the Garden. It's a short 5 episodes long, but it's definitely worth the journey.
We only got 5 episodes? Oh yeah, we checking that out. Only 5 episodes. That's pretty good. As far as like what it is, let's go.
Hibiki and Uta versus Undertaker.
Yeah, nah, I get that one like a 8. I get that one like a 8. Like I'll probably check that out. And like honestly, because of how small it is, I'll probably get that a 10. Just because it seems decent enough to watch for however, like what he said just now, like how many episodes, like 5 you said, like that's easy.
Takers is one of Bubble's top highlights.
This nigga running on rocks. What is he? I don't. So somebody's flying and I don't know. This thing, is she like gravity on crack? What's happening?
Bubble overall is a film that has quite divided
it's a film.
opinion. It's not controversial by any means, but
if you're this far in the video and you're not subscribed, what the fuck?
the reception has been mixed to say the least. What hasn't had a mixed reception, however, is the universal agreement that it's a masterpiece in terms of visuals, the artistic style, the color.
It looks like it. It looks good.
Quality, the sound direction and such are nothing short of beautiful. And there's no better moment to illustrate all that than the showdown between the protagonists and the Undertakers. It's not as much of a fight than an athletic race through the skies. And with the music and ambient sounds like the people cheering, you get pulled into the moment. This, my friends, is wit at its best.
I'm curious as to what's happening. What's this world-ending detrimental ass moment that's got them ballerina and thing through the rubble.
Directing fast-paced fights that take the audience on a ride, a bit less figuratively in this scene as we follow the characters fly around and take the battle to the skies while the city collapses. It helps that the music adds so much to the scene, especially when the Undertakers all go after Uta. Many people have called this the best scene in the movie. I certainly agree, which is why I placed it so late in this fight list.
Okay. I get at an 8. It's a movie too. We probably get out of it. Yeah, that it actually looks really good. It didn't look like what I would look for in a fight scene, but it looked awesome, and we might have to check it out. And I'm a sucker for good music and an anime shit, so yeah.
Before continuing, how about taking some time to thank today's video sponsors? Because if you're
dear Lord, yeah, we're gonna
resources,
get your bag, fam. Get your bag. Can't be mad at you. What's next?
Spriggans, you and Jean taking on Fat Man and Little Boy.
What? Whoa! Back it up.
Next fight, we have Spriggans, you and Jean taking
versus Fat Man and Little Boy. I have questions. Lots more questions than answers, but okay.
Fat Man and Little Boy. When I saw what Spriggan was all about, I knew we'd have something like this coming. I'm talking.
Yo, I'm liking that super speed move though, bro. I like fast-paced shit. I like when they're moving real quick and just doing shit up. Let's go.
When I saw what Spriggan was all about, I knew we'd have something like this coming. I'm talking about a frantic, high-tension fight that pits
Gino ripoff.
I knew we'd have something like this coming. I'm talking about a frantic.
He is straight out of One Punch Man. I'm sorry. rip off. That's the same. That's like Jujutsu Kaisen and that fist shit that freaking Itadori does. That ain't nothing but a Getsuga Tensho with your fist. But we move.
Frantic, high-tension fight.
Look at his hair. Look at his arm. Sorry.
That pits the two operatives against some of the fiercest foes possible. I know it's going to be one of those thriller action anime, but to have enemies that employ some of the craziest attacks that newcomers could think come out of the left field, this is the wild action that we came here for. The pace and the intensity of the fight was really well conveyed with how the animators decided to do this scene. I mean, it's quite a mess in a good way, but also not to the point where you don't understand what's happening.
Just a lot going on. I actually really like those kind of fight scenes in anime.
The camera work is also great in emphasizing the impact of the moves, especially the finishes. Spriggan might have felt a tad bit condensed given that it's just 6 episodes.
Damn, why are these really good ones they only making? Probably because of how good they are. They're like, look, we ain't trying to put this much time into this shit. Unless you're about to make a movie, this bitch gonna be 5 episodes, calm down.
But in terms of fight choreography and animation, this one has it all.
Ooh, dang, he got the tink feet too. The tink. Them's the legs that get you disqualified in the Olympics. Oh damn! He said, ain't that the pot calling the kettle?
Everyone versus Kaido and Big Mom.
Like, this is what I've been seeing a lot of. You know what I'm saying? Can I just like watch this episode? No, is that cheating? Is that disrespect? All right.
Has there been a fight in One Piece that has as much hype as this one? If we're talking about modern One Piece, I don't think anything comes close to this one. When two of the biggest and the baddest in Kaido and Big Mom finally team up, we know the world will know fear. But we know Luffy's the last person who would take it lying down, and the time's nigh for the destined showdown between this unholy alliance and the worst generation. And it's shonen goodness as we love it. It stretches for a lot of episodes, showing off a lot of growth in terms...
A lot of episodes. Can I just watch these episodes? Is that disrespect? Is that really disrespect? Like, I know people, you gotta watch One Piece, and I'm like, I know. Like, just read it. I wanna watch the anime, but then I don't wanna watch the anime, it's too fucking long! But these look so bomb. They do. Can I just watch these episodes? just these ones.
Shonen goodness as we love it. It stretches for a lot of episodes, showing off a lot of growth in terms of our heroes and a lot of moments backing up the hype that Kaido and Big Mom have. They're not the toughest competition our heroes have faced so far for nothing, and they put on a spectacle for the whole stretch of episodes. But we also get a lot of cool moments from the protagonists, and seeing Luffy and Zoro take the fight to Kaido is truly a sight to behold. One Piece has had its share of hype moments year in and year out, but I don't think anything from recent memory comes close to how well this lived up to it. I can't wait to see the recent manga chapters make it to the anime, and that's something for you guys to look forward to.
Wait, the manga is catching up to the anime? Alright.
To the anime, and that's something for you guys to look forward to.
In the face! Like, that shit looks so dope, bro. That shit,
and
yeah.
there you have it. My top fights for spring 2022. Which one is the best in your opinion? What do you think? Whichever it is, I hope that this video did its job of showing that despite not having a lot of action titles, spring 2022 still has some pretty good fights, some of which you might have overlooked. Meanwhile, you can also check out my other channel, ViniiTube Kai. That has more video essays.
Yo. That was dope. We watched dope shit here. Like I said, some things like this are like just pretty much an anime period. Like when it comes to the songs and things like this, like kind of just lets me know what's out there, what I'm a peep. You know what I mean? One Piece is a one, not because of anything's wrong with it or it's bad. It's just long. Getting into it now would just give me a headache. But I can still definitely see it for how dope it is. But there are actually a few things in there that we actually gotta peep. I'm gonna keep this video. I'm gonna watch later this bitch. I'm gonna keep it where I can get to it so that I can remember the names of all that shit so I can actually watch the damn things. But hell yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. I fuck with ViniiTube's channel, man. Like this is very fucking informative. It's very informative. But we definitely gonna peep some things, you know what I mean? I've been thinking about like reacting to actual anime, but I feel like it could get a little more sticky claim wise there, but I don't know, but we'll see what's up. This was dope though. He did one. He definitely opened my eyes to some anime I probably would not have seen otherwise, being outside of the main lane of anime. You know what I'm saying? It's like hard when you're just trying to pick something to watch, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. But this was dope. That's the take on it. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, follow me on all that there social media, and I'll catch y'all next one, fam. Peace.